Hey, what's going on, guys? This is a different kind of video, I guess. The plan for today was actually to write a script for this video, just because I'm always used to writing scripts for these videos, but in the last moment I changed my mind. The running title for this video is going to be, "Is this the end of DevInsideYou?" I haven't decided yet. I might change my mind. I created this channel 5 years ago, and in fact I took a course about social media and YouTube channel and stuff, and one of the things that they said in the course is that you should set goals. And even though they said that it's not all about the numbers, somehow all the examples for all of their goals were numbers, subscribers, views, and whatever. And I thought, well, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But then later in the course they explained that in order to choose the topic of the YouTube channel, you better choose something that you can sustain, something that you can do for years. And for me, it was relatively clear that it's going to be programming, teaching programming in particular. And I realized that, I don't know, something inside me didn't like these goals that are based around numbers, around subscribers or views. And so I set a very simple goal for me, very noble goal, in fact. I said, okay, so I'm going to teach people from scratch how to become a programmer. And my goal is going to be that one day somebody is going to thank me for getting a job in our field. And 5 years later, this happened. Not only this happened, but also I'm constantly getting compliments, saying, people are saying things like, thank you for training my team, and thank you for doing all of this for free. Now, I reached my goal, yay. However, this does not mean that I'm going to stop making these videos. It's just that it just so happens that the fact that I reached my goal happened together with a bunch of other things in my life. Nothing bad happened. I'm not sick or anything like this, and I don't need money or anything like that. In fact, good things are happening in my life. It's just that with those things come more responsibilities, and so I have less and less time to dedicate into making those videos for you guys. And I usually have a buffer of a couple of videos, and there were times for many years actually that this buffer was 8 videos. And since I release once a week, 8 videos means I had 2 months of time. And these 2 months I would sometimes spend to develop longer courses that I release for free here on YouTube, and sometimes not. Sometimes they allowed me to dive into more complicated topics that would require me a couple of weeks to understand and to boil down. And over the last half a year, I just saw this buffer going down and down and down, and now we're at 0. Today is Thursday, February, I think 6 or so. And for the first time since the creation of this channel, I don't have a video that is going to come out this weekend. I'm actually working on one, but I don't think that it will be ready. And so I decided to make this one. And as I already mentioned, I wanted to write a script for it, but somehow I didn't know what to say. In any case, the point is that this is not the end. It's just that from now on, probably there will be no weekly videos. There will still be videos, unless you help me out. When I created this channel, it was obviously not designed for views. Like, my educational videos never get millions of views. And so the monetization strategy that I came up with was, things like Patreon, basically donations. And I thought it's a very simple model. I kind of assumed that if I have like 10,000 subscribers, and right now I have slightly more than 7,000, that, I don't know, if 10% give me just $1, it's going to be enough to eventually sustain myself, right? So if I have 100k subscribers and 10% of them give me $1, I can live off that, and I would quit my job and I would just do YouTube. I don't think it was a good strategy. So we're going to change the strategy just a little bit. I'm still asking you for donations, but this time not for me, instead for this channel. So what I decided is to hire an editor. I'm currently talking to a couple of people, and yeah, so the money that I'm asking you for is to pay the editor. All right. And Patreon has a feature of goals. Like I set a goal a long time ago to reach, I don't know, $3,000 I think, and then I said that I would go full-time. I'm going to remove this goal and I'm going to replace it with $500, and that would be enough for me to pay for an editor. In fact, I'd much rather prefer that many of you give me just $1 instead of just a couple of you giving me 10 or something. As of right now, I have more than 10 people who give me $10 every single month for many months, and I'm eternally grateful. But I'd much rather have more people give me just $1. Okay, and so because of this, on Patreon, this goal that I'm going to set, it's not going to be $500. It's going to be 500 patrons. I'm not going to remove these more expensive tiers. You know, if people want to give more, it's fine. But really, I just received a comment yesterday. I received a new patron, welcome, and it was quote unquote just $1. And you know, I welcomed him as usual. You know, I thanked him, and he said something like, you know, you're more than welcome, it's just $1. And this comment partially triggered this video, because you guys don't understand, like, this $1 makes an insane difference. Because if it's a lot of you with $1, you know, I can pay for an editor. There's probably a bunch of things that I forgot to say in this video, because usually I script them. Yeah, and in fact, I didn't plan to record it like this. I just went to the park to get some fresh ideas to come back and to write the script. But then I realized that this way it's going to be even more personal. All right, I see you in the next one. Thanks. Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to add this tiny segment real quick, because I rewatched that video and I realized that I might have come across as depressed or something like this. I want to reassure you, I'm not burnt out or anything like this. I did not run out of any ideas. In fact, I have so many ideas, and this is kind of like the point, which brings me to the point number 2, is that I just don't have time. I don't have time for any cool things. Like I want to live stream more so that I can hang out with you guys, especially with my patrons. It kind of bothers me that I have like 50 patrons and I don't even know their names. Right, and then I'm constantly being invited to speak at meetups or conferences, and I kind of have to decline because I don't have the time. Also, I'm constantly being asked for mentorships, and again, I just don't have the time. And so I didn't want to make it sound like the editor would just buy us a regular schedule of videos. It would also buy us all of these other cool things, like live streams, and I might speak at conferences, and I might help you guys out directly. All right, cheers.